It's the one fixture which all Argyle fans were looking for when the fixtures were released back in June. When do we play that lot? Welcome back to our Pilgrim's Walk. We've got Chris and Reese backwards, of course, and we're joined this week by a Grecian. Hello, Jamie. How are you? Welcome to our Pilgrim's Walk.
Hello. Thank you for having me on.
You're very welcome. Hopefully these two will behave and be nice. And if you're watching this live, do drop us a comment as well. Thank you very much for joining us. We're also, of course, got lots to talk about following the bizarre results at the weekend. Chris Vince says, lose on Thursday, and serious questions will need to start being asked of this management team. And cleverly is getting a lot more stick online than he certainly was 3 or 4 weeks ago. We're going to talk about the Devon derby, of course. We're looking at the next set of fixtures, and we're also talking about A to Z of Argyle. We're up to B this week. Who gets in it for B? Well, we asked AI that question, and this fella does. Can you beat that? But we'll get all to that at the end of the video. Let's jump straight into this discussion then. Neither team's in good form here, Reese. Does that help Argyle that you're not playing an Exeter side in form?
Oh, I'm absolutely petrified, if I'm honest with you. We were away from home, and it seems like our form has completely flipped on the last couple of years. So who knows what happens? But you've got a young squad going into that sort of atmosphere, and under the lights, it's always a feisty encounter. Mind you, I think I'd prefer it to be at home under the lights. But yeah, it's I worry about the young squad and a few of the Bradley Ibrahim, should we say, on whether or not he's going to lash out on someone and potentially get himself sent off at any moment. You never know. It's definitely not looking forward to Thursday night. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Jamie, what's this fixture like as a home fan? What's St James's Park like on? I mean, fixtures like this. I mean, it's a night game as well. That adds to the occasion, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It's a very good atmosphere, always at SJP, but I think games like this, it's under the floodlights, and of course, with it being a Devon derby, it means that much more meaning that I'm sure I'm sure the home faithful will be up for it, particularly as it's a sellout as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Chris, how much do you dislike Exeter then? Just sum up the ill feeling you have towards this club.
100%. Can't stand going there shopping. They go on about the best shopping around here. Yeah, they've got John Lewis, they've got IKEA, but we've got 16,000 watching Home Park. They've got 4 to 5. We take that away. You know, they'd love to have our support, and long may it continue. Devon is green, always has been, always will be. Hopefully it will be again on Thursday. Can't stand them. Love Exeter, yeah, great bunch of people.
Jamie, how much do you dislike Plymouth?
I'm gonna be really, really honest here, and I don't mind you lot, to be honest.
He's a green.
No, don't start with this. But what I can't stand is the fact that you lot think you are bigger than you are.
They speak for themselves, don't they? The only time you say that was when you play us.
Not really, no. But I've got a great respect for the club. I think you do things the right way. And your fan base has got to be one of the best in the country. So, yeah, I don't really have any ill feelings towards Argyle fans. I just want to win this game, and I think everyone feels the same, that this game means a hell of a lot more than most.
Yeah. We're just losing your signal a bit there, Jamie, but I think we caught the end of that. Let's have a look at the head-to-heads then. So it's massively recent in Argyle's favour. This game with 38 wins to 29. Do you remember, Reece, your favourite result against Exeter?
I think in recent history was the last game at home park. I mean, I hated it being in the stands. I'm sure if Jamie was there, he probably had the same. Chris had the same. It was an awful game for anyone involved that wanted that was involved in it. But from a neutral point of view, I'd imagine that was an absolute cracking game. I mean, the name that I shall not name because I don't like his name. He got the did he get the opener or he got the second goal against us 2-1, and then we just turned on the afterburners and disappeared and couldn't deal with us once Hardy came on the pitch. But what a night that was! I think I didn't sleep for about 3 or 4 nights after that game with the adrenaline that was still running through my body a little bit.
Yeah.
But the 4-2 win last time was brilliant.
Okay, we pulled out the 3-0 win in 2014. That was with Ruben Reid scoring. Jamie, we're going to ask you, what's your favourite win against Argyle?
Probably
Oh.
He wasn't born then.
Oh, he's gone.
We've completely lost him. I think he was going to say this one from 2019. Chris, were you there at that one? Do you have memories of that?
Yeah.
Absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated it. You imagine Liverpool playing Everton, Man U playing Liverpool. You know, this is our big one. You know, anyone who thinks anything different, it always has been, always will be. We don't like them, they don't like us. Simple as that, you know. And to go up there and get beat 4-0 was an absolute drumming. Absolute drumming. But we've had our paybacks. We've been in the Championship. Don't forget, we've dropped down to their level. They haven't come up to ours.
Okay. Right, we'll try and get Jamie back in a second then. Yeah, I mean, Reece, has this got a little as cleverly under pressure in this one? I mean, you're away to your fiercest rivals. You've just lost at home again. Some fans are calling for your head. He's under a little bit of pressure, isn't he, for the first time?
100%. And unfortunately, I'm one of those. I've remained positive about him. I've never once turned on him. Saturday, I turned on him. His decision making is just bizarre at the moment. I mean, our back three lineup of Mitchell and all three of them played out of position, which was just bizarre. Why on earth Alex Mitchell wasn't the centre of those three, I will never know. The first 10 minutes, we were playing brilliant football along the floor, scored a good goal, and went, "Oh, that's not working. Let's go hoofball." Yeah, for me, I appreciate we've got a young squad. I appreciate he's not been backed in summer, so that will automatically give him a bit more time. However, we didn't have a game last weekend. We should be making a step forward this weekend. We took a massive step backwards from my point of view. We just lacked any sort of anything. To be honest, second half they scored in the 52nd minute. We had 62% of possession. I think we had 3 shots. We just didn't do anything with the ball. It's I think a lot of people turn on him. A lot of people question decisions. Yeah, it's yeah. I think if we get a result on Thursday, I think the heat will be off him. If we lose and it's not a good performance and not a good if they win against the runner player and stuff like that, then you know I think he might get away with it. But if it's a drubbing or anything, I think he's in trouble.
Okay. I think we can get Jamie back to get his score prediction. Let's see if he's there. Hi, Jamie. Can you hear us again?
I don't know what happened there, so I apologise.
That's okay. We only had one question left for you anyway, which thank you for coming back on, which was a score prediction, please, for this Thursday. How do you think it's going to go?
I genuinely think that it's got potential to be one of the worst Devon derbies in years.
Right, okay, right.
But having said that, both sides don't seem to have a problem scoring goals. It's keeping them out. So I think it could be probably a 2-2 draw.
Okay. I think you'd probably take that, Chris, wouldn't you now?
Absolutely, yeah. I would take a point up there, but because of our own performance on Saturday, you really want 3 up there. But I'm not convinced we're going to get it. I think you're going to have to go 4 at the back up there to counteract their attack. We've got to rely on Laurent Tole doing the business, which we know he can do and probably will do again on Thursday, hopefully. But Jamie's right, actually. We got two poor sides going into this. We're only a point we're only one below them due to the fact that we play one game less at the moment. But I'm not convinced that that one game is going to guarantee us another 3 points. It's got 0-0 written all over it for me.
You're really both selling this as a neutral for me to come put my feet up and watch this on Thursday. Right, brilliant. Right, Jamie, we're going to say thank you very much for joining us at that point. You won't want to hang around and listen to these two talking about Argyle's loss to Wimbledon, so we'll let you go. Good luck for the season. I can set as a neutral. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you back here for the reverse fixture in April, I think it is, something like that.
It is.
Visit home park. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Jamie. All the best to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Cheers, buddy.
And you.
Thank you. Okay, let's crack on with some more tweets.
That could have been more messy than it was.
Yeah, you were very nice. Yeah, he was lovely, wasn't he? See, not all Exeter fans are bad. Pete says, good football up to Challenge's goal. Then we were back to Fossball. Every high ball headed back to them from midfield and defence. No one wanted to ground the ball and take it on. Nobody challenging Chris for high balls in an attacking situation except for Tullage. Nothing has changed now for 2 years. Where are you, Chris, with the whole Cleverly discussion?
Totally disappointed I was Saturday. Totally disappointed. There was a lack of urgency out there, Mark. Total lack of urgency. I've mentioned before about the lack of creativity, and we're always going to get that without the likes of Caleb Watson, Xavier Amici. But we have got players on the bench like Tegan Finn to come on and create something. He wasn't given enough time. When you're pushing people up like Alec Mitchell, who's a centre half, to try to get something, doing an Harry Maguire, we're struggling the last 10 minutes if that's what we're relating to. And Ben Peppel coming on. I mean, he's a lovely bloke by all accounts, and I've got nothing against Ben, but he's not a great footballer. When you're asking him to go up front and you're bringing him on to try to get you a guarantee of a goal in the last 10, 15 minutes, it's not happening. Cleverly was stood there for most of the game, as frustrated as most of us. We scored a great goal after 6 minutes. But what really hurt me was the way that Wimbledon, same as Wigan, both bullied us off the pitch. They bullied us completely. And we allowed them to do that on our surface, and to do that own part, that's unforgivable for me, to allow a team like Wimbledon to come down and bully us. Two very, very poor mistakes that led to both of their goals. I thought the keeper could have done certainly better with the second one, arguably the first, but both goals with horrendous defensive errors. For me, I'd love to see it come through with Tom. I think, like we said on Thursday, if it doesn't, it could get a lot more toxic, unfortunately.
Yeah, we want him to succeed, don't we? But
I think, like we say, I think the summer, the lack of, our head of recruitment got sacked midweek. I think that says everything we need to know at the moment about how the summer went, and he's only joined just before the summer as well. So that does give him more time, but there's only so much time you can give him, and with young players, there's still a lot of potential in there. And if they're not improving, the squad's not improving, there's not performance improvements, what's he doing as a head coach?
Yeah. Is there a danger, Reece, that you are going to be in a relegation scrap, given what you've watched now for the last 12 games?
I really don't know, and this is the problem. It's the inconsistency is unbelievable, because we went to Burton, we played well, we've beaten Stockport this year, we played well against Blackpool. All right, they're struggling, but still put a good performance in there. Luton, they're struggling, but it was good performances, and if we can get that more often, I think we're fine. But at the moment, we're seeing the poor performances an awful lot more. Whether or not they can't deal with the big atmospheres, whether or not they can't deal with the big games, they can't deal with the pressure. I don't know what it is. They didn't look up for it on Saturday, particularly after the first 10 minutes. It's all a bit, and that's what really worries me about Thursday, is they're going into that atmosphere of a really, as much as it's only a 3.5-sided stadium, there's still an atmosphere there. There's still going to be an intimidation side of it. There's still going to be an entire end of Argyle fans. Can they cope with that pressure? And so far, they haven't. They really haven't dealt with the pressure.
Is it intensity you're missing, Chris? I mean, Ian says here, Tullage and Mumba constantly throwing their arms in frustration, sideways, backwards, past possession in their own half. No speed, no urgency. we win nothing with this style of football. Where's the intensity we had at Burton? Is it that what you need on Thursday night? That's quickness, that directness, urgent football.
Yeah, without a doubt, Mark. As I said on Saturday, that's what we were missing. We were missing urgency. We were missing a bit of class. We were missing the will to win almost. When as we did against Wigan, when you're 1-0 down and you're passing the ball back and you're thinking, flipping it, let's just get on top of this. We can get this back here. We scored a great goal, and then we just went to pieces. You're thinking, get that second one and let's have a bit of a cushion. But no, we laid off them, and you think, flipping it, come on, Tom, shake them up. And this is what's got to happen on Thursday. We can go up there and we got the opportunity to beat them up their place, and I'm convinced we can do it, because we needed that home performance, let alone the 3 points. We needed that home performance to gel, because we've now got 5 games away, and they're not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all.
I think for me, Jamie Patterson has to start for Law McCabe. Law McCabe, it might be a brilliant player, but he's a 19-year-old. Saturday, he was when he gets on the ball, he looks like a good, tidy player. He don't want the ball though. He just follows the ball back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Doesn't offer for it. Doesn't try and make movement. Try and make space. None of that. Jamie Patterson, I think is he 32? Something like that. He's an old head on him. He's been in these situations over and over again at big derbies. He will know how to go into that game, and I think we need that. Edwards had a poor game, but no matter what, you have to have him on that pitch on Thursday, have that head, have someone who knows what it means and understands that sort of pressure.
100%, and I'd love to see Bally getting involved as well.
Yeah, 100%.
The man who not only can score goals, but he can create goals as well, and he's to be on his game on Thursday without a shadow of doubt. And I'm hoping that Kevin Nankerville would have got hold of these younger players and told them the importance of a Devon derby, because if they're not all aware of it now, they soon will become Thursday.
Brilliant. Can you even enjoy these games, Reece, or is it just too nervous, or you don't enjoy them? Walking into the stadium, as an away fan, do you have that nervous energy about you, or can you enjoy them at all?
Honestly, going to watch Argyle at the moment is a chore. At home and away, it's becoming a chore. It's the love for the game. You have a awful game week at work or whatever. It's stressful work, and you're looking forward to Argyle at the end, and that's sort of disappearing quite quickly at the moment with these, because you come home and more removed than what you went to the club in. Certainly for me, Thursday, I'm not looking forward to it. Being incredibly nervous by it. If we can get an early goal and settle into the game, then you can start enjoying it. The fact that I'll be in a pub probably might help things. But yeah, it's definitely not an enjoyment thing. Hopefully at 90 minutes, at that full-time whistle, you can then enjoy it. And certainly the last time we were there, it was 1-0 scrappy win, and it was a brilliant away end. And you enjoyed it, that train journey home. And hopefully that's what we can have this week.
Okay.
Total lens, wasn't it?
Oh, brilliant. That last one was absolutely brilliant. Winded up their goalkeeper as well was hilarious.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, Chris, we'll be thinking of you in that away end on Thursday night. I'll be watching it live on Sky as well. So hopefully it's a cracker, full of emotion, and a nice easy journey home for you as well, for once.
That's the only plus point, I think.
Yeah, okay. We are reminded, of course, at this point, Callum Burton's tweet of last year when he was playing against them. Yeah.
Lovely.
Argyle legend.
Always a green.
Yeah. Bin juice. It's a horrible phrase, isn't it? But yeah, absolutely right.
No.
It describes them perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's go into our A to Z then. B is 4. So we asked AI this question we're doing the AI of Argyle, of course, if you've not been with us. John Beswick was what AI came back with. It's the most important player, beginning with B, that Argyle have had. Can Chris and Reece do any better? If you're watching this live, please let us know in the comments now. And if you're watching this on record, then let us know. We'll let Reece go first on this one.
I think I mentioned him last week, Amos Bazira, who scored, I think, our quickest goal he's ever scored. But one out of the blue, I think more for what he actually achieved after he left Argyle. He's son of Ian Wright. His brother's Sean Wright Phillips. I think he went on to become the all-time MLS top goal scorer, I think, for Red Bulls, is it? The New York Red Bulls. So Bradley Wright Phillips for me.
Still doesn't begin with B. But we got you, Chris.
Bradley does.
Right, I'm going to
Yeah, right, Phillips. Yeah.
hopefully come out with a bit of a perler here, Mark. This guy, I've never seen play football. He would have been 120 years old this weekend, gone.
I know.
But he's our second highest appearance man of all time. 491 appearances between 1924 and 1938 in 14 seasons for Argyle. But he remains our highest all-time record goal scorer. It can be no one else put into that B for me, with 182 goals for the Greens, than Sammy Black.
Okay. All right. I will take your word for that. You sure you never saw him, Chris? Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah.
I've read a lot about him, but no,
Okay.
I've never had the opportunity.
All right. We'll have to put Sammy Black then into the A to Z of Argyle, won't we? Brilliant. Thank you very much. On to letter C next week. Right, you lot, enjoy the Exeter game if you can. We'll be watching and thinking of you, and then we'll see you, of course, back here next week to review how that has all gone. Thank you very much for watching. Drop us a quick subscribe if you've only just come across the channel. There's lots of great Plymouth content out there. Go and watch that, but also go and make sure you've got 20 minutes a week to listen to these two discuss this famous old club. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank